I just want to ask you, are you being the right way to enjoy life? Like there's actually a way that you can be, like what you do, who you are, that will help you to enjoy life more. Are you doing it right? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. This is the Enjoy Life podcast. If you feel overwhelmed or stuck and you want to break free so that you can find your power to take action to achieve your goals and enjoy life, then you're in the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. My name is Nick Mazie, and it's my desire to be your guide through this material so that you can choose your mindset, goals, and actions so you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. Now let's dive right in. All right, welcome to episode 197. Oh, sorry, 198. I can't go back in. I'll leave my goof in there. 198 of Enjoy Life podcast. As always, I'm thrilled that you're here and joining in and taking action so that you can make your life what you want it to be, so that you can guide your life, so that you can be intentional, so you can achieve your goals, so that you can live the life that you want to live. You can do the work and reap the benefits. That's why this podcast is here, my friend, because I want you to do that and I want to help. I know the intro to this may have been a little bit weird. I'm talking about being the right way so that you can enjoy life. Well, before we dive any further, I think a huge part of enjoying life is making progress. Now, not that all of a sudden everything's going to be exactly how you want it to be and everything's perfect. No. But I think that if we choose to do what we can do to make progress, achieve goals, I think that is a key part of enjoying life, is because we're making our lives what we want them to be. And not perfect. It's all of a process and a journey. But when you can make progress, then you know that you're improving and that you're getting better and you're making your life more and more how you want it to be. I think that's a huge, huge piece of it. And along the way to achieving those goals and making your life what you want it to be, you're going to experience challenges and obstacles and barriers and a lot of things that I call goal killers. They stop progress. Well, I want you to overcome goal killers. I want you to just keep making strides going forward and not let any goal killer stand in your way. And that's why I have 7 goal killers to avoid. And they're just common things that stop people from making progress. You can get the cheat sheet, 7 goal killers to avoid, at nickmazie.com/GK7. That's nickmazie.com/GK7. Get the cheat sheet. Overcome the goal killers, take action, make progress, achieve goals, and enjoy your life. But now we're going to talk about ways that you can be to actually help you to enjoy life. I want you to enjoy life. But now if I just told you enjoy life, well, there's not a lot of value to that. Where do you start? That's not easy. It's like, be happy. Okay, well, if I don't give you any more context or information or anything like that, that's tough. In fact, a lot of times, if you try to just be happy and you're not actually doing something specific, it actually gives you the opposite outcome than you're really looking for. So I'm not just going to give you that. Instead, we're going to walk through a few different things, a few different kind of things, ways that you can be to be able to kind of promote enjoying life, while at the same time giving you some specific actions and behaviors that you can do to actually help you be in the way that can help you to enjoy life. Okay, so let's just dive in. And actually, before I really dive in, I'm going to go ahead and I'll say this again, probably at the beginning, middle, and end, but I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Don't try to change everything all at once. No, that's overwhelming. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Life can be overwhelming. Goals can be overwhelming. No, we're not going to add to the overwhelm here. So when we're going to go through some of these things, just remember, it's just one small thing at a time. One small thing at a time, you can make progress, you can achieve goals, you can guide your life to go where you want it to go. One small thing at a time. All right. So what I'm talking about here is enjoying life. And what I think it means is about enjoying life is about making the most of it, appreciating the things that we have, and really making progress so that we can make the most of this life that we have. All we have is this life. Let's make the most of it. And in order to really enjoy it, I kind of see 5 different areas that can have a huge impact on any of us enjoying our lives. The first area is about being grateful. This is the first way of being grateful. You know, when you're grateful, when you appreciate what you have, life is so much better. Life is so much better. You know, in the United States, there's this thing about, the 1%. The 1%, that upper echelon of rich people, wealthy, whatever. And a lot of people talk junk, and there's a lot of negative stuff about 1%. So I did a little bit of looking into it, and pretty much, if you live in the United States, just about, you're the 1%. Now, maybe not in the United States, but the 1% in the world. Now, I know there's people that struggle in the United States, and I'm not trying to belittle that. But the point that I'm going for, and hopefully it's coming across, is that just about all of us, even if you're outside the United States, if you have the ability to listen to this podcast in some way, shape, or form, you probably have something to be grateful for. If there's running water, if there's food, if there's shelter, that you have access to, then you probably have something to be grateful for. One of the greatest humanitarian causes is a lack of clean drinking water. Clean drinking water. That's something that I immensely take for granted. I never even think about it. Clean drinking water. I don't like the flavor of the water at my office. It's I don't know. It's just city water. But it's like, So like I can be even so picky that the clean drinking water that I have, I prefer it out of my sink or my tap at home, because I put a little filter underneath the sink, and so I'll fill up a jug out of that, and then I'll bring it to the office. Oh, the struggle! The struggle is so real for that. But there's people out there that don't have the clean drinking water. So when I really think about it, I have so much to be grateful for. I feel like sharing my message of things that's important to me. And so I have this podcast that I can just do and share that message. I have so much to be grateful for. Sometimes it takes a lot of effort and energy and being intentional to choose to shift my attention toward the things that I have to be grateful for. It might take some effort and some energy on your part to shift your attention to really being appreciative and being thankful for the things that you have in your life that you can be grateful for. I would encourage you to do that. Sometimes it's as simple as just writing it down. There's so much power in writing. And maybe you could just write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Just 3 things. I used to do this, I say used to, and now I'm calling myself out on it. I need to get back in the habit of doing it. When my alarm goes off in the morning, or when my alarm went off in the morning, I would hit the button, lay there just for a moment, and really think about 3 things that I'm grateful for, and then send love and appreciation to one person. Just that way of getting my mindset on the right track for the day made such a huge difference. So the first way of being is be grateful. If you struggle with being grateful, start writing down things that you have to appreciate. And the simple, small things can be a great place to start. So be grateful. The next one is to be present. Being present in the moment. Guys, the only time that you can enjoy life is in the moment. You can, in the moment, you can appreciate the good things that have happened or things that you're looking forward to, but really get into the moment, the present moment. There's a lot of power here. There's a neat way to kind of bring yourself and center yourself is some simple mindfulness techniques, some breathing, deep breathing into the nose, out through the mouth. There's a ton of a lot of resources on that. One of my favorite apps is Healthy Minds. It's free. And they have just a lot of really good material on kind of coaching you through some mindfulness practices as well as different ways to do it. There's even a cool one that I kind of start sometimes when I'm on my commute, and it's actually a mindfulness exercise for while you're driving or riding the bus or the train or anything like that. Obviously, you don't close your eyes when you're driving, but it's just about being present in the moment, and just kind of paying attention to what's going on. It's really neat. But being present in the moment can really help you to enjoy life. The next thing for being is making progress. Be progressing. Be progressing. This is where you hear me talk a lot about, going after your goals, pursuing the goals that you want. It's not only about achieving the goals, but you got to pursue them. And when you're making progress, when you're progressing, there's something just so wonderful about that. Like you've determined, hey, I want to achieve this, and I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer because you're taking action. You're making it happen. That is awesome stuff. And when you're progressing, you got something to be proud of. That's really cool. That's a key part of enjoying life is guiding it. Making that progress by guiding your life to go where you want it to go. All right. So we have be grateful, be present, be progressing. Now second to last one, helpful, be helpful. This one is huge. You want the easy ticket? You want the easy ticket to enjoying life more and being happy? Help other people. Help other people. It's a lot of people think about enjoying life and having a good life as being what can I get, but the what can I get mindset will not lead to you being happy. It's a funny little backwards psychology something or another that when you give to other people, it helps your happiness. When you take for yourself, it doesn't. It doesn't help your happiness. In fact, a lot of times it can do the opposite. So if you want to work on being happy and being and enjoying life, then be helpful. Be helpful. Now, the order's a little bit funny because the next thing I'm going to tell you to try to be is happy. So a great way to do that is go back to the previous one and be helpful. But more than that, there's a funny thing that I got to tell you about. And if you've been around for this podcast for a while, you've heard me say it. But the body believes the brain and the brain believes the body. It's a little tough to say sometimes. But the brain really does believe the body. If you act like you're miserable with a sour face and just a frown and a scowl all day long, your brain will believe that that's how you feel. And then all of a sudden, you're going to feel more like that. Now, I'm not saying be fake. But if you act happy, it doesn't hurt anybody just to put a smile on your face. Just stand up straight, smile, be polite, be kind, ask people how they're doing, say good day, good afternoon, act like you have a good attitude. It does an amazing thing, and it's easier to actually have a good attitude and to be happy when you act like you're happy. It's not a miracle cure that all of a sudden everything's perfect. But if you act like you're miserable, you'll probably darn well be miserable. So you might as well try to act happy a little bit, and it might help you to be a little bit happier. Because then you can be grateful, you can be present, you can be progressing, you can be helpful, and you can be a little happier. And all those together, I know will help you to enjoy life more. Enjoy life more. Now, like I said at the very beginning, don't go trying to change everything all at once. Don't go trying to do all these things at once. Instead, pick one area that feels right to you. Maybe it's like, I need to make the most progress in that area, or I need to make the biggest changes in that area. Or you can always say, hey, this area seems like it would be the easiest for me to do a little bit of work in. Maybe for you, being grateful would be the easiest area for you to do a little bit of work in. There is nothing wrong with starting with what's easiest for you, because something really cool happens when you take some steps and you make some progress. That can be energizing. That can be motivating. That can give you a little bit of momentum. And with that momentum, it's going to be easier for you to take more steps. So just start small. Start wherever you feel like starting. But work on being grateful, being present, being progressing, being helpful, and being happy. Pick which one and do something specific to help you in that area. And one small thing at a time. It's that OSTAT technique. One small thing at a time. Do one small thing to help you in any of these areas so that you can have a life that's a little bit more how you want it to be, so that you can enjoy your life. And as always, thank you for listening to the Enjoy Life podcast. This is the episode that's all the episode I got for you today. If you enjoy it, found value out of it, please share it with somebody. It might be able to help them. Like I say, we just need more positivity and encouragement in the world today. And I think this is an easy way for you to help with that is to share this podcast. Thanks again for listening. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. The next episode is about a major thing that you don't want to forget. It's a major thing that if you intentionally, unintentionally forget or ignore this one aspect of your life, you will not enjoy life. And all your work and effort and energy to achieving your goals will not turn out as good as it could or as rewarding as it could because you missed this one key piece. All right. So you don't want to miss that episode. So make sure you subscribe and join again next week. I want to take just a moment right here to say I am glad that you're here. I am glad that you're joining in, you're listening in, you're taking action, you're following through on some of the information that we talk about. The pieces that apply to your life, that resonate with you, you're doing something about it. And that's awesome. I love that. I love that so much because I believe that you are powerful, you are capable. I believe you can claim your power to guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. That's what this podcast is here, and this is what my message is here for you to do. But I am counting on you a little bit. I'm counting on you to help share this message with other people. There's a million podcasts out there these days, and if you take just a moment, just one quick moment, you can help more people to find this message. You can either share it on social media, or you can take a second and just give a rating and review. That way more people can find this podcast, this episode, and this message. I want this message to help you, and I want it to help the people that you know that it might resonate with too. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for sharing this message. Thank you for being you. All right. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you again soon.